She's back!
Caitlin Clark effect continues even when she's not on the court, folks.
Angel Reese is absolute trash.
Angel Reese is spiraling after Caitlin Clark pulled 1.92 million viewers without even playing. While Reese had the spotlight, she dropped just 4 points and built a house of bricks.
She still has the same bad habits as last year. She still has all the same flaws as last year.
She tried to spin it with Instagram drama, but the internet roasted her like a Thanksgiving turkey and kept going.
Chicago Sky head coach admits Angel Reese mistake.
Caitlin Clark didn't even play, and she still managed to absolutely dominate the entire WNBA conversation like a glitch in the Matrix. The Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game hit 1.92 million viewers on CBS.
But a boost to the entire league as well.
Caitlin Clark was literally injured, not even suited up. She was sitting there doing the bare minimum, probably sipping on a coffee, blinking a few times, maybe stretching her ankles, and somehow still melting the internet while Angel Reese was out there running around like she was playing tag in a gym class.
The Indiana Fever just drew 2 million viewers without Caitlin Clark. That is mental. That is absolutely mental.
This was the 8th most watched WNBA regular season game since 2001. That's over 2 decades of games, and this one cracked the top 10 without Caitlin even playing. Meanwhile, Angel Reese had every possible spotlight handed to her on a silver platter. No Clark on the floor, national TV, CBS primetime, sold-out crowd. And what did she do with it? 4 points.
For the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game Saturday on CBS. The game Caitlin Clark missed due to injury. It's the 3rd most watched WNBA game of the 2025 season.
That's not even 1 point per quarter. It's actually offensive. It's the kind of performance you don't admit to. And while she was clanking layups off the glass like a construction site, the cameras kept cutting to Caitlin Clark on the bench. I'm not even joking. They literally showed Caitlin sitting more than they showed Angel actually playing.
I'm going to make the half-court shot. I don't know when, but one of these days.
Caitlin obviously won it in a rare instance I heard today.
You know how wild that is? The producers at CBS were like, yeah, forget the person actively on the floor. Let's show the real star even if she's sitting in sweatpants. And they were right, because viewers weren't tuning in to see Angel Reese throw up bricks. They were tuning in for a glimpse of Caitlin Clark doing absolutely nothing. That's how big she is. Angel had the wide open lane to grab the torch, and she managed to trip over her own shoelaces instead.
50+% ratings dropped since Caitlin Clark went out. That's just the pure facts. So her being back on the floor for a showdown with the New York Liberty is not only a boost to the Indiana Fever and where they can be going forward.
Let's look at this viewership explosion because the numbers don't lie. Fever versus Sky in the season opener when Clark played, 2.7 million viewers. Fever versus Liberty with Clark on the court, 2.2 million. And now, even with Clark injured and sitting out, the Fever versus Sky game still pulled 1.92 million. That's just stupid levels of popularity.
The Fever with Caitlin Clark on the floor were able to go head-to-head with the Liberty the last time around.
We're talking CBS primetime dominance. Sitcoms, reruns, Netflix specials, all got bodied by a WNBA game where the star player didn't even touch the court. This isn't sports anymore. This is a cultural phenomenon. It's like Jesus got reincarnated and decided to wear Nikes.
You know, her timing was good. Getting back into game rhythm and timing is the most important thing, and then being able to change directions. I thought she looked good. She's had really good workouts throughout the course of the week, and then it's just been reintegrating into live action.
Meanwhile, Angel Reese is out here trying to convince us she's the main draw. Ma'am, your entire career has never touched those numbers. Caitlin's absence pulls more eyes than your starting lineup. People are out here saying, Clark doesn't need to play, her shadow drops 30. And honestly, they're not wrong. If this was a boxing match, Caitlin's warm-up hoodie would have knocked Angel out in the first round. One good sneeze from Clark on the bench probably drew more engagement than Angel's entire stat line.
I'm going to make the half-court shot. I don't know when, but one of these days.
Yeah, Caitlin obviously won it in a rare instance, I heard today. Just how's practice been like for her, and kind of what's her status for tomorrow?
It's been good. I think she's working her way back, and I felt like today was better than yesterday in terms of just movement and balance and feeling like she's getting back into rhythm, timing.
Let's talk about that stat line, though, because it deserves its own roast session. Angel Reese, with the cameras on her, with the spotlight bright, delivered the following masterpiece: 4 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and a brick house of missed layups. 4 points. 4. Not even enough for a happy meal. She had more missed shots than made ones. And the layups? They looked like blindfolded free throws. It was like she was aiming for the invisible rim behind the backboard.
The numbers are in for the Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game, and I'm telling you right now, it's box office.
You want to know her shooting efficiency? 190 of 59 from within 5 feet. Yes, that's a real stat. It sounds like someone mashed numbers on a calculator as a joke. NASA could probably build a rocket to Mars faster than Angel can hit a clean layup. And don't forget this gem. She's been blocked 20 times and has only made 21 shots.
She's been blocked 20 times, and she's only made 21 hoops! What?
That's not a stat. That's a warning label. At this point, she should wear a helmet just walking into the paint. It's dangerous in there.
Why can't Angel Reese ever block a shot? Question mark. I'd love to understand that.
And of course, in the most watched game of her entire WNBA life, what happened? She got smoked. Not just a regular loss, a 27-point beatdown. The Indiana Fever, without Caitlin Clark, stomped the Chicago Sky like they were running a scrimmage. And Angel? She was part of the problem. She was out there doing cardio, running up and down the floor for what? Just to pad her steps for the day? Because it sure as hell wasn't to contribute anything useful.
1,000 viewers, becoming the most viewed WNBA game on ION this season, despite Caitlin Clark's absence.
Let's not forget the commentary. Analysts were out here clowning her in real time. One even joked she should work in hotel housekeeping because she turns the ball over faster than anyone they've ever seen. That's brutal. That's not just shade, that's a whole eclipse. When the people paid to talk you up are turning you into a punchline, that's when you know it's over.
What she cannot do is shoot the ball at all. And the same woes from last year are back.
And the internet? Oh, the internet had a field day. While Angel was throwing up floaters that hit nothing but air, the fans were breaking down Caitlin Clark's bench posture like it was a museum exhibit. TikToks about her hoodie, tweets about her jawline, Reddit threads dissecting her clap timing. Meanwhile, Angel could have pulled a triple backflip dunk and still gotten ignored. The fans have spoken, and they didn't stutter. Caitlin owns the narrative. Angel's just trying to log in.
Angel Reese, offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese. Offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel. 1 foot layup. 1 foot layup. Offensive rebound, misses layup. Offensive rebound, misses layup. Offensive rebound.
So yeah, Angel Reese had her chance. She had the game, the cameras, the stage. Caitlin was out, the seat was warm, and all she had to do was sit down and show out. But instead, she fumbled harder than ever. 4 points in front of 2 million people. That's not a performance. That's a cry for help. And while she's busy posting selfies and trying to act like she just carried the league, the rest of us are watching Caitlin Clark sip electrolytes and still run the show from the sidelines.
Caitlin Clark is still there. People will show up just to watch her on the sidelines. They don't care.
It's not just that Caitlin Clark is better. It's that even her inaction is more iconic than Angel Reese's most active moments. Clark is gravity. Reese is noise. And every time she tries to make herself the moment, Caitlin blinks, and the spotlight shifts without a word.
First of all, it's not a rivalry. Not when you lose about 35 points.
That's true.
It's not rivalry. Indiana Fever's on a different level than the Chicago Sky. Let's get that out the way.
TikTok creators were breaking down Caitlin Clark's bench body language like it was LeBron's Game 7 footwork. Frame by frame. Some guy literally got 200,000 views analyzing Caitlin adjusting her hoodie. That single moment got more likes than Angel's entire stat sheet from the game. I mean, imagine busting your lungs running the floor for 4 quarters just to get outclouded by someone fixing their sweatshirt.
It's not about black and white. It's about that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA. You see, it was all instigated. If Angel Reese was never in Caitlin Clark's face, taunting her the way that she did when they mimicking what Caitlin Clark was doing to numerous opponents en route.
Over on Reddit, it was just as bad. Clark's bench demeanor got more attention than Angel's entire 12-rebound performance. There were full threads speculating if Caitlin's crossed arms meant she was planning a revenge arc. Meanwhile, Angel was out there looking like an unpaid extra from a bad sports drama. She hustled, sure, but it felt like one of those desperate open tryouts where the coach already knows he's not picking you but lets you sweat it out anyway.
Guys, 26 minutes. Almost 20. Let's just call it 27 minutes. When you're at 26:56, we're calling it 27 minutes. 0 from 8 for the field. 8 offensive rebounds.
And the commentators? Oh, Sue Bird was just casually confirming what we all knew. Caitlin owns the WNBA's attention economy. ESPN, random podcasters, dudes on YouTube with cracked iPhone mics, everyone agreed. Caitlin sneezes and it makes the trending page. Angel hits a layup and we're all like, oh, she's still here?
I was calling it from day one. You got people that are resentful towards her, but it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents.
Now let's get into Angel's desperate clout grab, because this part is honestly hilarious. The game ends, and what does she do? Straight to Instagram. The delusion is Olympic level. You drop 4 points, Angel. 4. That's the same number of quarters in the game, and you tried to spin it into a cultural movement?
It does not matter who the Fever are playing, they're getting big viewership. They're getting massive viewership. And 1.92 million viewers is still crazy.
She posted Instagram stories, went on Twitter, posed for post-game glam shots like she was about to drop a Grammy-winning album. It was all gas, no impact, just vibes and filtered photos. Meanwhile, Caitlin said absolutely nothing. Not one post, not one tweet, no humble brag. She just sat and still dominated every trending topic like she paid the algorithm rent. The difference in energy is so wild it needs its own documentary.
He believed part of Reese's problem on Thursday was that she rushed her attempts. So let's read this one, man. Some of her shots were rushed, Marsh said via Jason Leeser.
People even started calling Angel's rebounds mounds, because apparently she thinks she personally invented jumping. Like, congratulations, you grabbed some loose balls after your own missed layups. Want a trophy for that too? Angel's out here trying to build a throne out of missed floaters and loose rebounds. It's like she took a DIY YouTube video called How to Be a Star and got stuck at step 1.
Stop that nonsense about these rebounds. What good are rebounds what good is rebounds if you can't come back and make a shot or pass the ball back out? She finally passed the ball back out.
Meanwhile, Caitlin's sitting there like she just rolled out of bed, arms crossed, calm eyes, zero effort, and still running the entire WNBA narrative. She doesn't chase the spotlight. The spotlight just shows up, uninvited, puts on slippers, and stays for dinner. It's not even fair anymore. Angel is scrambling to prove she matters. Caitlin is just breathing.
It was a weird one. It was a really, really weird one, and you're seeing fans turn on her. You're seeing fans turn on Angel Reese. Like, I've never seen the Angel Reese hate watch be like this. I'm hearing Sky fans.
And at this point, let's just say it out. This isn't even basketball anymore. It's pop culture and high tops. Caitlin Clark is the gravitational force of the entire WNBA. She could be on the injury list, sitting courtside, half asleep, and she'd still pull more attention than Angel going full WWE mode in the paint. She's not just the moment, she's the calendar. Angel, on the other hand, is out here throwing social media tantrums like a kid who got benched during recess.
I'm hearing Sky fans, I'm hearing Angel fans being like, you know what, she needs to do something about the layups. And that is a fact.
The funniest part? The Fever's ratings don't care if Clark's even playing. Her existence is the storyline. Angel could do backflips on the court and it wouldn't matter. She could record a triple-double while doing the cha-cha, and people would still ask, "Where's Caitlyn?" That's how deep this runs. And sure, every great rivalry needs a villain, but let's be honest. Angel's not giving villain. She's giving clown. Not even the scary kind. Just background circus noise with glitter and no punchline. Clark breathes. The ratings spike. Angel scores 4. The memes spike. And not the flattering kind. We're talking straight-up screenshots with sad trombone sound effects.
Lost by 35 and then 25. Trash. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow's right. Angel Reese is absolute trash. 0 for 8. What superstar really does that?
The final shot? Caitlyn isn't chasing anything. She doesn't need to. She's got the spotlight orbiting her like a planet. Angel's out here juggling missed shots and Instagram quotes, trying to stay in the conversation, while Caitlyn is sitting in silence and still dictating the entire league's energy. You can't coach that. You can't manufacture it. And no amount of IG filters or post-game interviews can cover up the fact that Angel is getting bodied by a benchwarmer. So if this whole game was a metaphor, Caitlyn is the queen on the chessboard, and Angel? She's the piece someone knocks over while reaching for the snacks. It's not close. It's not competitive. It's not even dramatic anymore. It's just Caitlyn existing and Angel reacting. And one of them is winning that game without even playing. Caitlyn didn't play. Angel got played. Subscribe for more brutal truth and basketball chaos.